everybody. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 2 with our very special guest, Matt West. Welcome, Matt.
Thanks, Michael. Good to be here.
You've been one of our very first guests on each of our 3 seasons so far.
This is my 3rd visit. So
it is your 3rd visit.
One a season.
Well, you're a go-to guy. Because,
I
mean, like, you know, our friends do have cool stories, but, I mean, you just seem to trump everyone. So we get you on early. I don't know. Do you reckon it's a bit dark? I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. Anyway, so thanks everyone for tuning in and supporting our show. We had a little bit of a shaky start last week. Well, it was for me. But Simone's got wings on. You'll see that later. So anyway, we got heaps to talk about, and we thought we'd get back to some semblance of sanity, at least for the first part of the show, because we're going a little bit sideways. Because we're running out of material, and we wanted to keep the podcast going, but it was hard to get, because everyone started working again, so it was hard to get guests. So the reason we've got Matt on tonight is because he's in Perth at present, and he has just had one of the wildest rides, 0 to hero kind of thing that he can tell you about it. So, Matt, the last time that we caught up, or a few months ago before you went on tour, you were kind of wondering if you had a future.
Yeah, I mean, COVID came and struck the industry pretty hard.
Yeah.
And I ended up moving back here from the UK after doing quite well. I was working with Snow Patrol. We just played the Albert Hall. I came back in 2019, and I'm like, 2020 is lined up for a whole bunch of gigs with Snow Patrol, and then that was it. It disappeared.
Isn't that when you did your last or your final gig at that time in Europe was at Royal Albert Hall, and the next gig you did was with Rock Hoppers in Darlington.
Yeah.
And we couldn't play the 3rd set.
Yeah, exactly. So
okay, so there was slight fall from grace, but
so everything disappeared,
yeah.
And I spent a whole bunch of time driving a forklift at our mate Al's warehouse.
God, brutal.
Doing that, it was very much a contrast.
I mean, the thing is, at least you had a job.
I had a job,
and there's nothing wrong with driving a forklift.
And it was tough times, and so tough times call for tough measures. But I'm a sound engineer, and I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So I was looking, starting to worry that I wasn't gonna. I was looking at my social media feeds, and all my mates are going back to work, and I'm like,
you were here though,
and I was here. Yeah,
so that made a bit.
I felt a long way away.
But that would have been one of the reasons why your phone wasn't ringing, is because the other guys would have actually been in New York or in London or in
exactly,
and you're in Perth.
Yeah.
So that didn't help. I'm
out of sight, out of mind to a degree, and
yeah.
So I put some feelers out, and I was standing on the beach one afternoon. 1 minute thinking I'm never going to do another gig.
I remember you saying.
Then the phone rings, and it's my mate who offers me, who put me forward to do a band that he couldn't do, which is Placebo, who I'd heard of, but I didn't really know their music, but I knew they were a big band, so it was exciting, and I got in touch with the production manager. He showed me the list, and it's like 7 months of solid touring around Europe.
That's so awesome!
Doing all these massive gigs.
That's
and
so
festivals.
Awesome. It's major.
And yeah, so I got the gig.
That's just unbelievable. So you've basically gone from, in one phone call or 2 phone calls, going from, I don't know if I'm ever going to mix again, through to mixing the biggest gigs in the world.
To pretty much to ringing up Al and saying, "Hey Al, I'm supposed to work next week. Well, I'm going to be in London." He kind of knew it was coming, and he was great to help.
He would have been as happy for you as well.
So I was standing on the beach 1 minute, and then the next minute I'm stood in London in a rehearsal room in East London with Placebo.
All right, break it down. So what happened from contemplating your future not in music on the beach to actually getting there? What happened?
Well, I put out some feelers to some friends. A friend rang me and put me up for the gig. And then...
So your friend had... So what? How did you meet this friend? What kind of friend is this friend?
This friend is...
Obviously a good friend.
A fellow sound engineer. Rick Hart's his name.
Right.
I've known Rick for 20 odd years. We used to work in the Astoria together. He's got a long and successful history of doing loads of great bands. He got offered the gig, not me. But he's recently had some situations that he wants to stay at home. He doesn't want to tour as much.
Didn't suit him.
It didn't suit him. So
Yeah.
he knows that I was looking for a gig. He rang me up, and I'm on.
But
the
just
beat.
that he thought that you were on that level that you know.
Exactly. I mean,
That's
it's a compliment. And
huge. That's huge.
But that's the way it sort of works in the industry.
Yeah, but you have to have
outside
runs
the
on the
industry.
board to get that call.
Exactly.
You have to, and I know you did hard. I mean, I know when you were saying last time when you were doing sound for Motorhead, that was like, like there's kind of doing sound, but it's actually
It's a whole nother
managing.
level. Yeah.
So okay. But I don't know if the people that have seen you on here before. Actually, can we just go back a little bit and just give us like for
Actually,
people?
I'm chiming. The sound needs to be a tiny bit up according to the crew.
Okay, here we go. We're
Sound
going
coming
to
up.
turn it up a
Sound
little
coming
bit. We're going to turn it up a little bit. Hang on, and I'll give you a little bit of this one. The reason that the sound's down so much is for when you come on and do your G'day Everybody stuff, my speakers blow up. Is that any better? We'll just, before we
How's
start
that going?
live chatters? Live.
They just said, is it because Simone's not on?
No, well, we have to. That's better. Okay,
That's
okay.
better, there we go.
Yeah, we have to allow for Simone. So So for people that don't know you or haven't seen you before, or maybe have seen you before but didn't get the full story, just give us like or just take as long as you like. You know what? TV, they say, "Oh, we don't have much time." We've got all the time in the world. So
Yeah, well, look, I won't go over it. I was in the army. I hurt my back. I got discharged, but I played guitar, so I had an interest in sound. And the army retrained me in a profession that I wanted to do, and I did a sound engineering course. But while I was doing that, I also went and hung out with Al. Introduced me. Say Al again. I've known Al a long time. We all have. Introduced me to a fella called Tony Bryan, who was mixing a band called Animosity, and down at the Newport, and Tony taught me sound while I was learning it during the day at uni.
Question: is the Newport one of the hardest rooms you've ever had to mix?
No,
It's one of the hardest rooms I've ever had to play.
the hardest room I've ever had to mix is wherever that New Year's Eve.
Wembley.
Yeah.
Dad wants to know what the role was in the army.
Oh, infantry. Just
infantry.
Infantry.
Yeah.
Basic grunt. Just a grunt.
That's so hardcore.
I got out and retrained as a sound engineer and learnt quickly and met you and everyone and got into the music scene in Perth and did that to kind of where I wanted to do more. You know, I thought I wanted more out of my career. Instead of moving to Sydney, I had a British passport because I'm English, so I went to England and then I met a guy from Perth who was running a venue in the middle of London, the best venue in London, Eric Sanderson Evans, who taught me shitloads as well.
How did you meet him?
I met him through. He's a mate of my neighbour in Perth, and he was looking for Eric's phone number. He told me, he said, "I've got a mate in London. He's a sound engineer. I'll give you his number." And he couldn't find his number for ages. And I'd been in England about 8 months. And Les goes, it's this bing. Les said, "Hey, Matt, it's Les," and I found Eric's phone number, so I got in touch with Eric. Eric said, "Come on down," and and it sort of went from there. I did a band called Osric Tentacles was my first tour. They're like this hippie psychedelic.
Osric Tentacles.
Yeah, flute rock.
How many people? Like fraternity. How many people in the band?
5 at the time.
Flute.
Yeah, with flute and guitar and keys, synths.
Okay.
Crazy, but really technical, long, but super hippie.
Yeah.
And from them I got, monitors for them, and then I did monitors for a band called Top Loader.
I don't know. Yeah.
Who did that Dancing in the Moonlight.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do know that song.
It's a cover. They did a cover.
That's
Thin
Lizzy's song, isn't it?
no.
Oh no, it's Van Morrison.
No, it's like someone will tell us on the chat.
It's not Van
Al
Morrison.
Green or something like that.
Dancing in the moonlight.
Sam Cooke. Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the chat. Anyway, we went out on tour with supporting Bon Jovi. So my second tour was a stadium tour of Europe with Bon Jovi opening. So we would get there at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon,
Shimmy.
throw our shit on stage, be finished by 8, 3-hour day, and then just hang out
and then soak it up.
Yeah, so it's been a pretty good run from there, and everything's been really great. I've worked for The Cure, I've worked for Eminem, I've worked for Snoop Dogg and Motorhead, and who else?
Did you work with Skunk and
Loads
Nancy?
of metal. I worked in and around Skunk and Nancy.
Yeah, I remember because I was right into them. And you were saying, oh yeah, they play at the pub that I work at, or something along those lines.
No, they played a whole bunch of festivals that I did with The Cure, so I got to see them a lot.
So when we were having dinner tonight, and he said, oh yeah, when I was working with The Cure, and I just about wanted to kick you off his store. I know it's like totally awesome, but I was still having dinner with the guy. Anyway, I was working with The Cure. So what was Robert Smith like?
Amazing. There's like three Robert Smiths.
Is it?
Yeah, there's because he was tour managing as well. So he was Mr. Smith as the tour manager.
Excuse me, King Harvest. That's with Leo DiCastro, is it?
They originally did in 1972.
All right. So I was. Gerard rang me up and said,
"What's great fun, man. Snoop Dogg's excellently."
So what? The three Robert Smiths.
Yeah. So he was tour managing. So we would sort of, when you're talking about Robert as in the tour managing role, you'd refer to him as Mr. Smith. And then when you're talking to him, he's Robert. He's a really nice guy. And when he's on stage, he's Bob, because he gets a bit drunk. You know? So he's Bob on stage. He's Robert when you're talking.
So
to
could
him.
he perform? Did he perform
he's
articulately?
Incredible, and
because those songs are quite articulate, aren't they?
Yeah, he doesn't get turned inside out because he drinks beer. So
right.
So he's not getting spirited away. He gets to a certain level, and then he just sort of remains sloshed.
Plateaus on
that. But he plays long sets, like 3-4
That's
hours.
full on, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's some bands that do. They play 3 hours every night, and you go.
You like Springsteen and stuff.
Yeah, they just keep going.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean,
like you could come and catch the top of the show, go and see another band, and come back and get the end.
Get the encore.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's insane. So, all right, so we've got a bit of background.
Oh, I told him. He was great.
Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
So what was your relationship? How, like, were you just going, hey, dog, how you doing? Or what?
Snoop.
Snoop. Call him Snoop.
Yeah.
And is he kind of just like...
he's exactly what you see. Yeah. He's exactly what you see. I haven't got any surprise stories about Snoop Dogg.
No, but I suppose what my question was is, does he just cruise through the bullshit that cleanly like it looks like he would?
Yeah, because, I mean, he's got good people around him to prepare the way, and Snoop sort of arrives at the last minute and does his thing, and everyone just is blown away.
So what's his show like? I've only ever seen it on TV, but
he's got a couple of shows. I mean, he'll have like him and a couple of hype guys.
What's a hype guy?
Just a guy that sort of struts around behind him on stage, and every now and then.
I know what they call hype guys.
The same word as he
I know.
does.
What?
And has their individual rapping parts, and he'll have some guest rappers and stuff.
Hype guy.
He'll have a DJ.
Love it.
Essentially, he'll have a DJ, but then we'll also do a setup where it's a live band, and the fucking
I'd like to see that.
Is incredible. But we still got the DJ doing all the.
So he's kind of a little bit like, I suppose in a way, he's his own thing, obviously, but a bit like George Clinton or somewhere. He's kind of the leader.
I've done Michael Franti and Spearhead and Charlie Tuna.
Charlie Tuna.
Charlie Tuna.
Charlie Tuna.
Charlie 2NA. And Eminem. And hip hop is a.
What about
really
Eminem? What about Eminem? What's he like?
He's fucking cool, man.
So he's not a prick.
No.
Okay, they build him up as being a prick, little.
Yeah, it depends who you listen to.
Well, I don't listen to much, but it just.
Some people build him up as being a prick, and some people.
So apparently, I've never seen that 8 Mile thing, but a lot of people say that's really, really great. Have you seen it?
I have seen it.
Do you rate it?
It's cool. It's fun, but it's a same old story.
Is it passe kind of thing now, or
it's not a new story?
Right.
Yeah.
Kid comes up from the ghetto and makes good, or
that
exactly.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
Shows everyone right, and everyone at the end of the day.
I haven't seen it. I suppose I just like. I can understand that hypnotic. That
the lyrics are hilarious.
And the lyrics,
the lyrics
is
are
rap
hilarious. And it's low intensity. It's not in your face. It's not aggressive. It's just a good fun.
And it's all kind of double or triple track. So you imagine he'd be in the studio. He
So
knows
in the
his work.
studio, yeah, but that's where the hype guy comes in.
Right.
So his main guy was Proof when I was.
Is that
working
what
for
they
him.
refer to them at, like in the industry, like a hype guy? Or is that your name?
No, that's they're
They're hype guys.
guy, yeah.
I want to be a hype guy.
That's what I said.
Oh, you're a hype chick. That's your
Yeah,
standard.
Elton
You gotta
John defended Eminem.
Yeah, well,
Eminem.
and fair
What
enough.
does that mean?
Because
I don't know that
Eminem copped a
story.
lot of
Shit.
slack because lots of his raps were about people said there was loads of homophobia in there, and he's not.
Right.
And so him and Elton John hung out, and they
Ah.
went, look, see, if he can hang out with me, he can hang
You
out
can't
with
with anyone.
Yeah.
Okay. But the fact that not that I gave a shit or even if I met the guy and he's a good bloke, like I do with anybody, whatever their creed or whatever. But he was getting shit from what I could see because he was kind of doing a black thing, a little bit like what?
Elvis, like a cultural appropriation thing, but at the same day, he's fucking awesome, and
Yeah, right.
Whatever,
yeah, good
whatever.
on him. Well, I don't know his stuff well enough to comment. I just wondered because you met him.
you'd
like,
piss
what-
yourself laughing at some of his songs. They're absolutely hilarious.
Well, like taking the piss hilarious kind of thing. Or-
It's just funny shit, man. I can't even begin to describe it. But his use of lyric and intonation and timing and prose and language itself is fucking phenomenal.
I noticed what he does do, and what I have heard is with his phrasing, he kind of manages to just kind of float on a note and then drop back in kind of thing. And
It's quite unique, you know.
yeah,
It's
he's
quite
got
unique.
something going on.
Yeah.
I don't.
So him as well. So the hip hop's a whole genre into itself that is super talented.
Yeah, yeah, like I said, I haven't
And
probably
fun,
delved
as
into
well.
it.
And fun to be
Well,
on
you'd
tour
have
with.
to, like, that's why I'm asking about it, because, you know, I obviously know that, you wouldn't, you'd call someone out if they were an imposter. I'm pretty confident of that.
Absolutely.
And if you
I've
go,
had,
no,
I've,
this
had
guy's
one,
not-
I've had a one-on-one chat with this guy on more than a few occasions. I won't say that we're mates or he would remember me now, but the times that I spent with him on a tour bus when it's just us.
If you did his fallback, he'd remember you.
Hey, you would like to
If
think
you
so.
did,
but I
did
think
you do his
it was-
fallback?
Yeah,
I remember you. I remember you.
that's because it didn't work.
I remember you. Close. All right, so with faster, so obviously, Matt, you've worked with the best of them. You've come back to Perth, COVID. You like contemplating the future. My God, I'm going to drive a forklift for the rest of my life. And then the next thing, bomb, you're on a world tour with Placebo.
Yeah.
Because right. So.
And so I hadn't done a gig for 18 months. We did 2 weeks rehearsals, and then the very first 3 shows that we were going to do were opening for My Chemical Romance in a stadium in Milton Keynes.
All right, can you just back up? I want to know, what is rehearsal like for the sound guy pre-tour with a band like Placebo? What do you do?
Well,
Like, how
like
do you-
anyone. So essentially, what you would do in the first day or 2 days, if the budget would allow it, is the crew load in and the back.
What, the hot, exactly as you're going to set up on stage?
Yeah, well, it depends on the size of your rehearsal room. So this is a smaller
Right.
one, so not exactly what's going to set up on stage. This is for the band just to get the songs together, and the monitor engineer to get the monitor
Everyone's
mixes good,
mix,
and for
right,
me
cool.
to get my mix and do some work on it beforehand. So I've got a separate room, the band room, one room, I'm in another room. I've got my desk set up, I've got a little set of speakers.
You're saying this like this is normal.
It is, that's just how it is. So
Hey,
I'll have a little set of,
Jesus.
not just like standard studio speakers.
a couple of
monitors.
KRKs or...
But yeah, a couple
Yeah.
of little mini arcs and a sub that I just run like a PA that I can get to proper fucking level.
So,
But I wouldn't do that all day. But and then we just rehearse. You just spend. So we'll set up for a day or two and get everything ready, and then the band come in, and we'll just fucking go for it.
all right, question. So, for example, I'm guessing that there's some samples or digital stuff that goes into the mix,
Yeah.
or
so
not.
they've got about 18. So about 9 or 10 stereo channels
All right, so
in
my-
addition that come from a rack, but they are
My question is, are you
samples
allowed to
triggered off
EQ them?
cheap.
Are you,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
allowed to.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is what I'm getting at. So
Yeah.
you go, I reckon that should be, or they go, nah, it's got to keep it like that.
Well, I mean, it's down for me to interface it into the room.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Alright.
I'm not going to change their tones or anything like that. But if there's if there's too much sub in a thing, I'm going to put a high pass filter on.
So they give you that artistic license to go, Matt, make it sound good.
Absolutely, they do,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. I'm just sort of left to my own devices to a degree, and what I do is I just make it sound as good as I make it sound like what I want.
What you want?
What I want to hear,
It's so good.
and just hope that that's okay for everyone else. And it just turns out that what I think sounds good, lots of people agree with me, and we just end up.
It's
sounding
called having good taste.
Yeah.
So, okay, just a couple little technical, not technical, but just from, because you've mixed our band. We've got drums, we've got bass, we've got guitar. You put a couple of mics in front, and you let the band, you tune the PA, but then basically it's kind of up to the band to play well,
Yeah.
to a point. So, how does it interface with the actual real world instruments? Like, what rig is the guitar? Is there a guitar player in the band?
There's 3.
Oh, isn't there 3 people?
So there's 6. There's 6 in the band.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, so there's a
Right.
drummer, and then there's essentially there's the 2 principal guys who are Brian and Steph. Brian plays guitar and sings pretty much all of the songs, and Steph plays either bass or guitar. Then there's a drummer and a third guitarist who.
Do you think the guy that plays bass and
drums?
drums? I know I'm buddying him because I want to ask questions on this.
Yeah.
So the guy that plays guitar and bass or bass, is he a bass player or is he a guitar player? In your opinion, what is his? Is he?
He's a talented musician. He can play both of them.
Okay, he's
fucking
one of those
killer.
guys.
Yeah, he's clever notes and smart riffs.
Has he got a sound?
He's got so many sounds. They're fucking pedal.
No, but I mean, he's
Their
got
pedal
a thing
boards
where
are
you go,
ridiculous.
that's insane.
I've seen pedal boards. I've never seen pedal boards like this, and they've got fucking flight cases of pedals.
Can I fit in one?
Yeah.
I mean, so for example,
fucking
if they got
amazing,
like
amazing. Their sounds are killer. They got so many. Are we getting?
What are
any,
you laughing at?
anyone need any
Oh, your
questions?
combo, yeah. There's a couple of questions. I didn't want to butt in. I didn't want to chime.
Jesus.
Georgie wants to know: did you get involved in the '90s rave scene in the UK?
No, I got into the tail of the '90s rave scene when I got there in '98.
Late bloomer.
But yeah, things were still cheap in '98, so don't worry.
Well, I know. Well,
I got an idea of what
you
the rave
only
scene
needed
was
one.
Like. Yeah. But you could afford 5.
Yeah, that was it. Well, wow. Okay, so the band's got 6 people in the band.
Yep. And there's a keyboard player that plays violin also. And
Does the
then-
drummer trigger or does he play
no,
a live kit?
full live kit.
So you have to EQ a live kit at a different venue you don't have the safety of triggers and stuff.
Yeah,
or do you layer it?
I don't really rate triggers.
Neither do I, but
Yeah,
I know a lot of guys that do
I
the
don't.
big
I
festivals.
don't. That's not an issue for me.
So can you tell people what a trigger is?
A trigger is a device that takes the input from a
Percussive.
person playing anything.
A snare or
Yeah.
whatever.
Playing
It's a
anything
trigger.
to trigger a sample that is played in place of the
So if you've got a live-
acoustic sound of the whatever it is.
If you've
I
got a
mean,
live bass drum and it's going boom, boom, and the sound goes going, that's too hard for me to mix in a big PA. He'll have a bank or a suite of sounds and choose. Well, that's fantastic
Yeah,
that you
and-
don't do that.
No, and lots of like metal bands will use triggers, particularly on toms, and because it's so fast and it's hard to.
But it gives it also.
know.
I personally, it's not a sound I gravitate towards, but it gives it that attack, like of that slap attack, on the and not even on the
Yeah.
bass drum.
I mean,
Might move over. You have complaints, can't
No, no one wants to see, mate.
Yes, we do.
F you. Alright, look. No, but.
Oh, that's better.
Oh. Okay, so, wow, this is cool, because I never actually. Alright, go on. I'm going to butt in occasionally, but.
what are we talking about now?
We're talking about, I just asked you to explain what triggers were, which you did, and you were explaining what the lineup and what your job was on what to mix in Placebo.
Oh yeah, I mean, Placebo. I think any band is gonna like what keeps the kids moving is the drums and the bass. So if you've got a good drummer and you've got a good bass player and they lock together well, and then you get that sat down as the base of your food pyramid, carbs.
Well, if you haven't got it, you're gonna get malnutrition.
Exactly. So if you can lock that in, you can really pay less attention to that. And both bass players, because when Mr. Bass is playing guitar, one of the other guys.
So what decides who plays bass when?
The songs and when they were written. I mean, they've been there around 25
Oh,
years.
so the guy might have written the song on bass and go, I'm playing bass on that one because that's how I wrote it, or something like that.
Or yeah, I want to play guitar on this one. I want to play.
So there's a hierarchy in the band, obviously. So
There's two main guys,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a third guy who's been with the band the whole time.
Ronnie Wood.
But no, well, he's not in any of the press shots.
Wow.
And he's also the MD, so he's the musical director.
Yeah, sorts of that.
And then there's the other.
How does
three
he feel about that? Do you
guys
know?
and
Or?
stuff. He fucking loves his life.
So he's getting a
one
good
of the
wage.
happiest guys I've ever met.
It's your problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
He's in Placebo.
Oh,
but
well,
no
yeah.
one knows.
Glad you could make it. Which band was the most memorable experience for you, Matt?
That's a really difficult question to answer because I've had so many incredible moments. Like when you reach.
Utopia?
Yeah,
Should we start looking at a few of these photos, maybe?
Sure,
Are we
sure.
at that point?
I don't
No,
know.
we don't. We
I
can
don't wanna
we can
waste
take
your
as long.
time,
No,
yeah.
no, we can take as long as we like. But it's.
Well, sure.
Yes,
I mean, you can put some photos up, but
I thought, yeah, go. No, this is
to be
great.
quite honest, one of the most memorable experiences for me was working for Motorhead because Lenny was my first real legend that I got one-to-one with, and I didn't know much about Motorhead, but I was in the army and I drink lots of Jack Daniels and I like rock and roll, and I fucking loved Lenny. He was awesome, man. He was
Real.
proper fucking good, and I used to shit myself before Motorhead gigs because it was so intense, so hard to do, so
What
difficult,
DB?
so loud.
What DBs are we talking?
All of them. I don't know.
All the DBs.
All the DBs, yeah. I don't know.
Is it true you had a slot machine with him at every gig?
Yeah, pretty much every gig. Like we'd tour with his own. Like, for some festivals we couldn't get it in, and it wasn't practical, and it sort of disappeared. Some tours it wasn't there, but for the most part he had his own slot machine. It was an old German one, and he kept his own marks. So
A Wurlitz kind of something.
it was like a rotary one with a fucking
one arm band.
one-arm band.
Yeah.
But it was in. You had to have old German marks, and
Yeah.
so
the
when it
coins.
went to Euro, went to Euro,
Yeah.
people and fans would give him marks, and so
Oh,
he
did
played
they?
his
Because
fucking-
they knew he liked it. Oh, shit.
Fans gave Lemmy all sorts of. So I think Motorhead was my first major incredible experience. But fuck, I've had some good times with with Phoenix. actually.
Phoenix. Well, yeah, hadn't even
like-
mentioned it. See, I never knew Phoenix, and I still
neither.
kind of don't know Phoenix,
No.
but I just remember you because we've got a WhatsApp group.
Bowsy loves him.
Bowsy loves them.
Yeah.
Well, Matt and Leroy and Al and myself, we've had a, 4 guys in a group, and every morning, we say good morning wherever we are in the world and send a
Little
photo.
WhatsApp chat. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you were just like, Leroy's always sending one from a great beach shot or something. He's like, Jay, first world problems, mate. And then, you would just send one going, yeah, here's the mixing desk for tonight. And just go, you fucking can't be serious. And that's got to be the best job in the world. It's got to be better than being on stage because it's like the people in the band are colours and you get to paint the picture, you know?
I've often thought it's kind of like painting a picture with disappearing ink.
But yeah, because
disappearing
it
paint.
evolves.
Because you continuously.
Yes.
I don't just put up thing and just sit there
No,
and just
good
do
point,
that.
good
you have
point.
to chase a melody around. But as soon as I stop doing that,
Snapchat.
well, as soon as you stop doing that and I stop doing that,
Yeah,
it just disappears.
There's nothing.
Yeah. And you can look at it on a video, or you could watch it on the telly, or you can
That's-
listen to a recording of it, but
wow.
it's not the fucking same.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So, just, okay, everyone wants to talk about Lemmy, and I do too right now. I just want to know, I remember you saying something about his monitors. Huh?
Have a water. Can I have a water, please? A water,
water.
please, little angel.
You
Wait till you see Simone tonight. She's gorgeous.
Oh, Simone's just going to float in.
She's gorgeous.
All right.
Over here, you look.
Or invisible ink. I love that metaphor. All right, so why don't we? All right, so before we go to the photo, so how did it resolve? How did the tour go? And where are you now?
We did 3 or 4 months of festivals, and then we were supposed to go to America, but there was a snafu with some visa issues that we had to cancel.
Bummer.
But then we did October through till the end of mid-December, touring all of Europe again and into the UK, and finished on the 5th of December because Brian got sick, so we cancelled a few shows. So in April we go to Mexico and start again and do the tour of America that we were supposed to do last year. So
Perfect,
a
because
few
you
more days.
just get it extrapolated.
And then go back and do a whole bunch of European festivals in June, July, August, with the shows that we had to cancel at the end of December because Brian wasn't very well. And
Good on you, Brian.
Yeah, good on you, Brian.
Go, Brian.
Get well and all that.
And so
but
if
there's
you
more
don't
shows.
mind me asking, so you're on like a secure. You've got a secure employment for a company that books you. So if the gigs get blown out, you don't do your ass like I would. Like if a gig got blown out, I just wouldn't get paid.
A band like Placebo, a band of a level of Placebo will have some form of insurance.
Right. So you're covered
to a degree.
All right. So you're not going to lose.
No,
you're going to get through.
Exactly. But there's plenty of bands that would do that, and it's very generous of them to have considered us.
You seem to have
While
found
they
a
got
few
all
of them.
that
I mean, I
other
remember when
shit
Snow
going on.
Patrol did say they looked after
They
your
also
fan.
looked after me. Yeah. So
I go, shit, mate, you've lost a week's worth of guys. Okay.
it's all right. Yeah, we got you covered.
That's fair. I mean,
Which
Matt,
is really great, which is incredible, and I mean,
you're at the highest level of your profession.
not yet, but
What
I
have you
can,
got
I
to
can
go?
see it from there. Like-
how does it get better?
Like
ACDC guy or something for 30
the
years.
Chili Pepper. Such a fucking. Don't worry, but I can't. I'll tell you after.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, you can't. You can't. You're up there.
I'm here, but the only place to go from here is where you've got the band that is doing the stadium 2.5-year tour.
Yeah.
And that's like the Coldplays and like you say, the AC/DCs, the McCartney's.
Well, haven't they had their
loads
guy
of-
for 30 years or something? The guy.
Exactly. There's
Yeah,
no
you
way.
got
There's
your
no
mates,
way into
Yeah,
those.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that.
So I'm
Well, I
about,
better
as,
do
I'm about as
something.
high as I can bloody get.
I better
night.
become big, and then you can be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
singer.
Not big, just like
It's
fucking next
fantastic.
level.
No, Matt, it's just so fantastic. And like, I was saying you'd send us photos from time to time, and we've got a bunch of them here. If you don't mind, can I
Please
just
go ahead,
put them
yeah,
up,
yeah.
and then you can tell the people.
I'm not sure what particular order they're in at all, but it's kind of from the last 7 months of this Placebo.
Oh, here we
tour.
go. All right, so this is what people are saying. So what's that?
Okay, so that's in Prague on Halloween when we got a bunch of hazard tape and fake like cobwebs and turned front of house into a mad scientist lab, and we all dressed up as mad scientists and got fake blood, and so that's in an arena in Prague
Loving it.
on Halloween.
Prague's just got its
Amazing.
own thing going on,
Oh,
hasn't
it's
it?
so beautiful.
So
So
I only been there for a few days.
don't go to the old town. Go up to the top of the hill where the
Absinthe is.
where the cathedral and the castle are.
What do we got here?
There's us.
Oh, hey, I've got a
There's
transition.
me.
This is. How do I do this? Oh.
Sit down here.
Well, how do I do that? And tour shots. Oh,
You want to go back a few?
or do I?
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright, so
Yeah, but
that's
how
what
does
we
it? I want that to go over there. Not doing it, Matt.
Not doing
You
it.
had to do it in a slideshow. I didn't want to say anything.
Do it in a slideshow. We'll just talk.
Oh, yeah, just talk. So just talk. I'll sort that out while we were talking.
Have we got any
hang on, like cancel. I'll just do this, and I'll do this.
Oh,
Look,
Eric
yeah,
wants to know if you've introduced Matt to
Tone
TS.
Stones.
Yeah.
Not yet, but I will.
Yeah, Iron Maiden sound guy. I've been with them for over 25. Exactly, part of the family. Exactly that. So
Yeah.
I'm not getting his gig.
What are you doing, Michael?
What? I'm going to. I need to put.
I know how to do it.
Do you?
Yes.
Wow. Hang on. I'm going to go plus. Hang on. Add files. Look at this. We're on the fly. We're on the
How do you think I did it when you were
fly.
away?
Michael's going for it. What's that? Sorry.
How do you think Mike think I did it while he was away?
Oh.
No, well, I don't know if you
Simone,
did
the
it.
holder of the fort.
Is that when I was getting frantic phone calls while I was in
Once.
the tour bus?
Once.
And lots of yelling and shit? Okay, what about this? Let's try this. What's going on here? Right, so that's where we were. That's where we were. Now, maybe
that's
that...
Prague. Let's see how long.
Apparently, that's going to...
Nah,
Hang on, no, but it might change.
there we go.
Oh, we're changing. Oh, right.
There we
See?
are, all dressed up.
Nah.
As the mad scientist. There's Chris, the lighting guy, and Billy, my tech.
What's that kid?
This is, I think this is in Cologne.
Looks weird.
Yeah, it's like 17,500. That's about it. This is in Nancy in Paris, on top of this hill, and it was like cold as fuck. And
It looks like a...
we're inside a cloud. It's
stealth
this crazy
fighter.
building. There's Brando, our stage manager. He works for Dua Lipa, Paul Weller, and all these. He's a fucking hilarious legend.
Unbelievable. Look at the size of these. I mean, for us, we play on little
It's just sunrise
stages.
on the road
Sunrise
somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, you know
I
when you don't
know.
know. We have this. Oh, look at that setup.
That's a fest. I think that's in Spain. Like we had a day to come in before, and it's just a festival.
And see, oh, that's that PA.
This is Berlin.
Look at this top one.
Mercedes Arena, and
That's
the PA is killer.
oh, there's the
that's
logo.
That's a Coda PA, and it's amazing. This is a venue in Stockholm with the couple of tour buses out the front.
Unbelievable.
We had 4 tour buses and 5 trucks. So there's
That's it there.
there's the 5 trucks there.
Wow. I mean, that's just next level, mate. It's just awesome. I mean,
This is a-
look at that.
Played a gig like 12,000 capacity in a piazza in Italy.
That's unbelievable.
12
12,000
can't-
people seated.
Yeah. Amazing.
Unbelievable.
Just another sunrise.
But how's how they behave and stuff? Oh, look at that, yeah.
This is in Nuremberg, not far from the Nürburgring. Sorry, from the
Where they did the speeches.
where he did the speeches. Yeah, where the
It's quite
Rockin' Park. Is.
confronting. Oh, is that a
Summer,
festival?
European Summer Festival
Festival.
vibes. Yep, there we go.
Yeah. That's just, yeah. Oh,
Backstage, I think that's in Vienna. Or
That's
outside of
after
Vienna.
the bands have played or before.
Yeah,
they
this is
go and
the
hang out there.
backstage area.
Yeah. Oh, look at that
That's
PA system.
Yeah, that's Adamson PA.
Like one of those boxes that blow the indie bar apart.
Fucking hell, mate. So many of them. This is in.
What's going on here? What
Belgium.
is that?
So this is the. I mean, we load out during the festival.
Oh, look at
This
that.
is some amazing place in Vienna.
Jesus.
It's just a coffee shop.
That's a coffee. Oh, yeah.
It's inside
You
the-
mentioned
yeah,
just
yeah.
then. No, I remember that. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on in Cologne. I don't know why I sent you that picture. That's a picture of a boat in Cologne.
We know that. We know Cologne. I found some pictures, but I couldn't. Oh, that's
Here's
from behind the drum.
Rock am Ring in Nuremberg in Germany.
Nuremberg,
where there's
Rock am
not-
Ring.
No, that's Rockin' Park. So there's 85,000 people at this festival.
Fuck. Look,
And we
the
were
weather's
on-
not too bad for Germany.
Yeah, summer. We were on just before Muse.
Oh, that's- what-
this is Rock in Park, which
Is
is
that a
in
Midas or
Nuremberg.
what's that desk?
That's my desk. It's a Midas. Sorry, it's a Digico Quantum 338, and it's a fucking amazing
that's the
piece
bomb,
of shit.
mate.
It's the absolute.
I thought it was the Midas, but the Midas are not too
it's
bad
not
though. Or is
Midas.
that
And
next?
there's me, and this is in Riga. In
So your ponytail's
in
going
Latvia.
alright?
It's going well until I burnt some of it off.
I thought it looked a bit shorter.
Check this out. This is
Oh,
this is a sticker that they put across
a
the
governor.
yeah, this is the sound limiter in Croatia. They just put a sticker on it.
Yeah, did you rip it off?
Fucking right, I did.
Of course you did. I love it. Look at the light show. Do you work with the
Festival.
light?
This is Metallica in Madrid.
Do you still have the same lighting guy that works with you, or do you just get who you get?
No, we to our
You
own
got your
lighting
guy.
guy, our own video
And does he do the
person,
screens?
video
Like
girl.
you've got a guy that does the
No,
screen.
we got a girl that does the screens.
Or the person. Yeah, right,
yeah.
right. That's wow.
That's Milton Keynes. That's a festival.
Festival,
in Bilbao,
hippie festival.
up on top of a hill. In
Oh,
the
wow,
mountains.
mate.
Yeah, so killer festivals all summer. This is in Greece, in Athens, in this old
We're going.
like gas factory in the middle of town. Crazy. This is a venue in Amsterdam, and the whole thing's like a big screen and outside. So they'll put your advert up on the top.
You must just be
Happens
rubbing your
again.
hands together every night and going
I
pinching
love
yourself.
it.
Go, have I?
I'm still
Like,
nervous as fuck, and I'm still
Good,
like,
you should be.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
that's
then we are back to the
it
beginning
keeps you on it. I mean, like, not that you should be nervous necessarily, but
well,
that you're keen to do the show.
Super excited. I'm
Yeah,
so fucking amped.
that's what you're born. That's what you're here
Yeah,
for. You
I'm
know,
just
like
like-
nail it. That's so cool.
Yeah, so that's
Matt, that's so
that's
cool.
what I've been up to, everybody. How are
Well,
you?
you've also obviously been keeping fit. It makes me sick, but you look great.
Thanks, guys.
You look great.
Yeah, man.
So is there anything that you wanted? Because you're one of our most beloved guests on our show.
But I'm also a big fan of the show itself. I love coming and watching here, and I love the chat gang. We all chat with each
Yeah,
other,
well-
and we laugh, and I love this. G'day, everybody!
Yeah,
I love Simone,
sorry. Before
which is
Simone
coming
comes,
up any minute.
no, I want you to be here for this because Simone goes, don't show it again. Everyone's saying it, but I think no, I do like my own little video editing.
Don't show it again.
I'm showing it.
They're bored of it.
I'm not. Is anyone okay? Can I show the G'day Everybody little video, or is everyone bored of it? If you're bored of it, I won't show it.
Well, sign off with me and g'day everybody into Simone. How's that?
Oh, a little transition, little
Could
segue.
be like your intro.
Look, you go. You could be
Could
a
be like your little
manager.
theme But thanks for having me back again, mate. It's
Matt,
been awesome.
you're always welcome.
Right.
And
I'm
you're
glad,
going,
I'm glad I got something to tell you this time.
well, you're going back on tour in May.
In
April.
April to Mexico.
For 7 months.
Yeah. something like
And
that.
that's just
Hopefully
unbelievable.
more if I can get more work.
I mean, like, oh, I've got to be honest. I was a little bit concerned for you before you had the like spring back.
You and me both go.
Oh no! Well, it's like when there's nothing happening and you're
Fucking-
in entertainment, you're at the bottom of the food chain because when
Yeah,
people don't
okay.
have money,
Yeah.
they don't go and see entertainment. And I was feeling you, and.
Cheers,
And not only did you bounce back, and how? I mean, come on, that's just like
What the
it's
actual
just fuck.
Yeah,
It's so cool, and we're all so proud and happy for you. And when I say we, like our crew and
Yeah,
you
man,
know,
thanks.
like just fucking just couldn't be more happy for
Nice.
you. You've done the hard yards, mate. You deserve it.
Thanks, guys.
You're honest, like fuck. No one deserves it more. You've done it. You've fucking done it. All right. Well, so you're driving the same. So bad luck.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna hand you over to the.
All right.
transition.
Well, we'll
nice
just
to see you, everyone.
we'll just do a little transition.
Sorry
Matt
I didn't
West.
answer hardly any questions, but I was too busy.
Well,
cracking on, so-
Matt West, you're the best, and we'll see you in a minute. Love you.
See you
Go
guys.
hug me. All right. We'll see you in a sec.
Wait, do the transition.
I feel like I've got my pen and pen. I feel like a news reporter. Oh,
There's no sound. Oh,
wait, hey! Hey!
Oh,
Wait a minute! Can you hear us?
sound? I don't know.
Can anybody hear us?
There's
Oh
sound.
my God! G'day,
Yes.
Dad. G'day, everybody.
Hey.
Everybody, Leroy,
Oh,
thanks
look,
for
your
that.
arms in the road.
Oh, mate, are we on?
Oh, yeah, we're right. Jesus.
G'day,
Oh, look, we're
everybody.
finding position.
We're back.
In the future.
Oh, shit. I'm tripping. Oh, now you're on my side.
Everybody.
Sorry.
G'day, everybody.
Tripper.
G'day, everybody.
Why you're sparkly?
Because I'm wearing green.
G'day, everybody.
Oh.
We're here.
Yeah.
We're so excited to have you on. That's better. G'day, everybody.
Is the frame good?
Perfect.
dripping.
Get in here.
Oh.
Everybody, he's back. Oh, she's still here. Very good. Everybody.
I got honey. Get out.
I'm a g'dayer. You're a hayer.
hi.
G'day.
Hi.
G'day, guys.
Because
We're in disco night.
Hey.
G'day, everybody.
You got wings.
That's why we're headphones. By the way, because this is going to deteriorate from now on.
G'day, everybody.
It's going to
It's
deteriorate.
going to deteriorate.
G'day, everybody. Welcome to podcast.
The classic
4.
episode.
Hey,
everybody.
Valentine's. Hey.
Well, you work out our dress up. G'day, we're back from the bush. Well, they are. I'm just back. I'm back.
There
everybody.
she is.
G'day, everybody.
Oh, I'm going to get my cans off.
Oh my God, what an amazing interview with Matt. How amazing was he? He was
Simone,
so mixed.
you might need to see a doctor about these.
Hi, I'm being a little angel tonight.
Oh.
I'm on my best behaviour and so are you.
Hey.
G'day, everybody.
No, how good was that with
It
Matt?
was so good. We love
Oh,
Matt.
no, we
Thanks,
love-
Matt.
You love Matt, obviously.
We
It's
all
one of
love
the
Matt.
biggest shows we've ever had.
We all love. Hi,
You should
guys.
see the graph. The graph's going off the
So
chart.
I've told Michael he needs to be on his best behaviour tonight. So I'm an angel. Just saying.
It doesn't add up. It means
Well,
I'm
if
meant
I'm an angel, I'm a good influence. I don't
Really?
know. Just
Oh,
saying.
Go.
Right. So aside from just recovering from that intensely amazing interview with Matt, let's
Yarn event, eat your heart out.
what do you mean yarn event.
I don't know, she did something.
I've
Go.
found these.
How did you find neck wings?
Because I just did.
Like, you got white wings, you got neck wings.
Yeah, I
Just
just got
pop them in the
stuff.
oven. Go. Go.
Okay, well,
Go.
you know, it's like a little bit. Oh, I'm just still coming down from that interview. It was just
Hey, you got
so-
to keep going with the
Right.
momentum.
So, g'day everybody. I'm back.
Oh.
G'day everybody. I'm back.
Jesus Christ.
Just want to go through a few housekeeping things tonight. Firstly, we want to talk about last Friday night, the Duke of George, which was unreal. Great gig. I wasn't there.
You weren't there. I was going to say you weren't there. How do you know?
I heard it was a great gig.
It was a great gig.
But we also want to say
It was one of the great gigs.
happy 4th birthday to the
Happy
Duke
4th
of George.
birthday.
Well
Yeah,
done,
nah,
Renee and
put your
Benny
money
and
with your
crew.
mouth. Is
They've done so well. So it's their
Mouses.
4th birthday party this weekend. So very stoked.
I'm going.
I'm going. It's a Studio 54 dress up.
All right, I got my cape.
I've got my glitter.
Are you just going to go in glitter? Because apparently in Studio 54, they're like,
They just barely wore anything.
chicks would go there and they'd just paint themselves blue and then you'd be
I'm
talking
very
about...
resourceful, DA.
And you didn't even know that they weren't wearing it. They just had blue paint on. I'm going for a cape.
I'm wearing a blanket. I don't know what I'm wearing.
I've got my cape. I like capes.
I'm wearing wings.
No, but you well, wings all right. I think you got to get a little bit bigger. You're not going to fly with that. You'll just get off the ground and get tired and go back down.
Also want to say congratulations to Adam Strummer on the birth of his baby girl. Adam is
happy birthday to
ya.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy. On Martin Luther King Day.
So
Anyway,
so
that was
Adam
Adam.
is the head luthier here at Freo Guitar. So
now he's got to earn money.
so congratulations. There's a
Can't do any
beautiful
freebies.
Baby girl today.
No, it was a boy.
Girl, don't I know these things?
It's
and
called
you don't.
Peter. It could be either.
It's not called Peter. It's called Billy Bob.
I thought it was a boy.
Girl, discuss more. Right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. So,
It was a boy because they knew what it was going to
do
be.
you want me to tell you?
Yeah, they had a
Prove it?
Caesar.
I'm going to prove it.
Go on.
Adam Strummer. Adam.
Strummer. Adam Haddam. That's the shortest poem. Actually, Muhammad Ali got the record because the shortest poem ever was Adam Haddam. And then Muhammad Ali beat that apparently because it was less syllables. He said, me, we. And apparently that's the shortest poem ever.
Can't find it. Anyway, it's definitely a
Oh!
girl. It's definitely a girl.
So I did a little bit of literature there.
Gigs coming up, guys. We've got January 25th at Rodney's the night before.
Little Hercules at Rodney's. Yeah,
and we
that's
all
going to be
love that gig.
the 25th.
I said that.
I thought you
The
said
night
24th.
before.
Oh, the night before.
So the night before Australia Day. So on that, we will
If they change the date, we won't be allowed to play on the 25th.
on that, we will let you know if we are podcasting next Thursday night. It depends on
Touch
a
and
couple of
go.
things.
It's touch and go.
If we are, we've got very special guest Paul Cush. Can't wait for Cush to come on. He's had an amazing year
Mate,
since he's
you
been
should
here.
have seen him. You should have seen him at his 40th.
If we're not, Cush will be on the week after, but we'll let you know well and truly beforehand.
We're going to have to make room for his car.
On the 28th, we'll be playing at the Gatsby's down in Manji, so
Are we?
Southwest Creek. Come on down.
Are we? Who's we?
Yeah.
Are you coming down?
No. I'm babysitting.
Everybody's talking.
Everybody's
People are talking.
on me.
I
give you
a
a
word
they're
they're saying.
4th of February,
That
Leopold.
Gatsby's on my mind.
Leopold, 4th of February.
With Viper Coaster.
18th of February, we are at the Revo Blues and Roots, and it is a we. I'm not getting on that stage for love or money.
We heard you've already got your space marked out.
They took me downtown. And the
They're going to show you around.
and the 25th, Vdelli are playing at Linnet, so be there or be square. I
with
won't-
armadillos.
with the armadillos. There is another gig going on across the street for a couple of minutes.
Hang on, I've got to fix it.
Michael!
Let me fix it. It's not straight.
Don't draw on me, Michael.
Actually,
So-
I've got the right one here.
So there could be another band featuring lead vocalist Simone McKenzie. But
No, there won't be.
right.
There's the armadillos, which they've got. They just put out the new album, and in fact,
Don't you dare.
I heard that they're starting. Actually, I know for a fact they're starting on their second album as we speak.
Oh, mint. That's cool. I didn't actually know that.
Tune into our podcast, you'll be amazed what you can learn.
Right.
No, that's just,
So that's a gig guide. Now,
is that all?
no, we've got heaps to talk. Oh, that's a gig guide to a point. They don't need too much in advance.
They. I don't like
The
it.
gang.
No, yeah,
Our guys.
Our guys. Our
Our guys.
people. The guys.
So, guys, we have something so exciting to tell you.
Oh,
Ready?
what do you? Oh, is this a little bit of a getaway?
So,
Oh,
this has been a little bit in the making. Tomorrow it's being advertised, but so you guys are first to hear this. We
Oh,
are
that's mad.
doing Guitar Spa with Michael Vdelli, a 4-day
getaway guitar spa.
getaway guitar spa, which, bring it up so I can tell the gang.
Hang on, I'll bring it up. You
Okay.
just, it's gonna take
So
me a minute.
it's limited spots and whatever, but it is.
It's very limited.
It's down.
Is that it there? Guitar spa final?
Yes. So let me tell you what it's going to be.
What's
so
it going to be?
basically, it's a 4-night
Oh,
retreat
4 nights.
or spa.
well, you get there on the first night.
Yeah, and then in the night we're just doing drinks and
Where's
it gone?
Is that Patti Smith? No, it's behind.
Put it in front.
Apple Bissell in there.
Apple Bissell.
that's-
That's where I go shopping.
Apple Bissell.
So-
you get the fresh stuff from
You get it
behind.
back, Apple Bissell.
Apple Bissell.
So guys, I'm actually going to read, so forgive me because it's not obvious.
Can you read that?
So,
Do you want me to make the font a bit bigger?
over the duration of the guitar spa, so it's limited spots.
We're only going back 10,
It's
12
going to
people.
be incredible. You will learn how to collaborate with
Why don't
other.
you read it from the top? Press release.
Oh,
And
I'll
peop-
read it, shall I?
Read the press release and then you
Vdelli Pty Ltd are excited to present Guitar Spa with Michael Vdelli. Our first
Guitar Spa.
Our first guitar workshop getaway that we've been talking about for so long, and we couldn't be more excited that's finally going to happen. If you're looking for an immersive multi-day experience where you live, breathe, play guitar all day in a beautiful location, and it is amazing,
Amazing.
then we've got the place for you.
Oh, have we got the place for you?
Participate in intensive group and individual sessions over 4 nights, 4 days to improve your technique, play different styles, learn new tunes, and supercharge your playing.
What to expect? Can I do the?
You do it.
No.
No, you go.
Oh, no, I'll do the italics.
All right, you go.
I'll do the italics. What to expect?
Over the duration of the guitar spa, you will learn how to collaborate with other guitar players to arrange and perform new songs. 2. Rehearse and prepare the songs for the studio.
3.
Record the songs with Michael, who will engineer and produce the tracks, guiding you all the way, so you're not alone.
4.
Be part of the workshop showcase performance by playing your songs on the final night at the local pub in front of a live audience.
5.
Take home your very own CD of your songs.
66 pickup sticks.
As an added bonus, you will get to go behind the scenes of the Vdelli podcast and be part of the show that will be live streamed from the workshop.
Oh, guitar spa objectives.
The overall goal is to gain knowledge and experience playing guitar in the rehearsal room, in the studio, and playing in front of a live studio audience. Not studio, pub audience.
Understanding
the nuances differences in each of these scenarios is imperative to becoming a creative, competent guitarist and a valuable member of any band that you're playing.
What's provided?
Well, you're going to get home-cooked meals by me. Breakfast, lunch and dinner a la Greek, possibly. You might be...
No, wog food.
Well, might get wog food. You might
got peanut paste and butter if you
I'm
like.
going to be cooking 3 meals a day except for the gig
night.
night at the pub. You're going to have a countery.
2.
Beer, wine, soft drink and water.
3.
Somewhere safe and comfy to sleep.
4.
An experience of a lifetime with memories forever.
5.
You'll be totally looked after like family.
What to bring?
Just your guitar. Electric, acoustic, doesn't matter. They're equally welcome.
When is the guitar spa?
15th of March, Wednesday. That's load-in day.
And what happens then?
Then you'll get to know each other over a couple of beers and Michael will form you into your groups for the remainder of the workshop.
In which you will write, rehearse and record and perform in. So the sessions commence when?
16th of March, which is the Thursday, and you will go home on Sunday the 19th. How good does that sound?
Where is the guitar spa?
It's at Torbay Hill, 23 k's west of Albany, on the beach.
It's insane. It's going to be mid.
You guys, come on.
So, yeah,
Get ready.
Well, how many people really come? Are going to have like 9, 10?
10.
10.
So,
because you know what? Although
it's going to be insane, guys.
Yeah,
if
I don't
you
want to
are a
spread it too
guitarist
thin.
and you are looking...
My plan is to have 3 groups of 3.
Yeah.
Plus...
And me.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, can I sing on this one? So I think with 3 groups of 3 and find who gels with who, I think it's going to be awesome. And we're really, really excited. I spoke to Ian about it. Ian wants to come.
So, look, guys, if you're ready, Michael, we're going to be advertising starting tomorrow. It is first in, first dressed. But this is the first of many. So if you do miss out on this one, don't worry, we're going to be doing more. But right, merch. I need to talk to you about merch. So I've just forgot to pick up. I was meant to pick up the latest batch of CDs because we ran out, so I had to order more.
I'm going to do Bridge and Martin.
I was meant to pick them up today, so thank you guys so much for your awesome support. We sold out of CDs.
Patience, I think is the word you're looking for. And thank you. And Simone, you know what? Thank you, because you do all that.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just calling.
Patience.
I mean, you forget stuff. I mean, you're running a very...
Jesus Christ.
You're running a very...
Busy.
Well, Simone's like an executive person, and then she's walking around the power dressing pantsuit with high heels, and all of a sudden, excuse me, I can't do this. I've got all some t-shirts from my brother's rock romance.
Imagine if they knew this, Simone. They'd probably hope they don't watch.
That's why they're
Imagine
terrified.
if they watched.
They're terrified of it.
Right. Also, guys, on the t-shirts that we talked about last week, Matt West, our beautiful, lovely guest who was just on, made a really valid comment. He wants to see artwork on the back with a little Vdelli logo. So we're going for a vote. Do you guys want our next
back front
to have artwork on the back and nothing on the front? So that's the vote.
We want something on the back and nothing
Why,
on the front.
DM? Because I'm an exec during the day and then I can just let loose.
Simone runs a multi-million-dollar construction company, and then when she says, "Sorry, guys, I can't make that meeting. My brother needs some t-shirts for his band." So we have this little intel joke.
Come on.
Oh, by the way,
Chris Fitzgerald, was that a yes, please, on the back?
back? Well, the back.
Oh, look, you know what? I'm going to give it a crack
Back
and see
it up.
what happens.
I'm going to do a quick little
Anyway, thank you so
product
much.
thing. These amps here, these
Oh, Michael!
AER acoustic guitar amps. They're the bomb. And I'd like to thank Connor from Frio Guitars for actually putting this bridge back in. Because the last time...
we're going to do one back.
Last time I saw Matt, we were down south with Al for his birthday, and I decided to restring my
You
guitar.
can
Lost
call
the
me out.
bridge. Listen to that.
Beautiful. Oh, it makes me cry. Is that Stephen Wolf?
Yeah.
I love that album. I love that song.
But it's big.
I'm gonna cry.
What for? You got wings, I got fuck all. You can fly away. You're like a little bumblebee with the wings that are too small for its body, but they can still fly. It defies physics. All right, so what do we got?
Nothing. That's it. We're bidding the Kang good night.
Are we going nightclubbing now? We should. You'll get us in like that.
I think
You'll get us in.
Right. Are we singing a song or not? Otherwise, we're just saying good night.
What? Well, it's up to you.
Well, I don't have one on my mind.
Oh.
Well, I wasn't prepared. I was too busy being admin. Do I know this?
On my mind.
Georgia. Georgia.
Hold it through the old sweet song. Keep my Georgia on my mind. Many people. I just swapped in a lot. Oh, did you just go?
Yeah, it's gone. Well, I've heard that song.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna go. Not lying.
Oh.
Ain't no good like baby.
Oh,
But it's mine. Who we got?
Nobody. Good night.
Hey, what we need Cushy next week.
Yes, if we're on. Otherwise, here's the week after.
And then we need Guy G.
Guy G, and Gina, if we can get her.
If we can get Gina.
Good night, guys.
Matt
Thank
West,
you so
what
much.
a guest.
Thanks so much,
You're the
Matt.
best.
You're the best. Thank you for joining us tonight, guys.
Thanks
We
for-
love you so
Join us
much
next week with Cushy.
for your
Because
constant support.
Oh, don't forget, if you write a 4-word comment in our comments, then our this goes to.
I thought you were just trying to hang out with my wings.
He wants your wings. Yeah, if you write a little like and like for us, we like the show, or you guys suck ass, or
Oh,
whatever.
you're an idiot, Simone.
Just write something.
You guys suck ass.
Simone, oh, you know my favourite song? Baby Flamingo.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Love you.
See San Jose next week or the week after.
You know what?
Not sure, but you'll know.
I'm ending with this.
End with something.
I'm gonna end.
Just end. End.